I'm Billy McFarland, the CEO of Spling, and Fred Wilson agrees with us. We have revolutionized one of the most powerful and natural interactions of the internet. Spling is social link sharing and discovery. Jumping right in, imagine you work for an investment firm. You read every article related to your investments in the market trends. You just found a must-read that you need to share with your 6 partners. How do you do it? You could paste link it to an email thread or send it over instant messenger to each person individually. However, these options are extremely inefficient, hard to categorize, and it's even more difficult to find that link when you need to refer back to it in a couple of weeks during a partner meeting. Well, maybe you post it to your Facebook or Twitter, but do you really want to share that link with your entire community? And what are the chances that the 6 people whom you actually need to read the article somehow find it? Instead, with Spling, you can now share that article privately with your 6 partners. Let's see a quick demo. In our case, the must-read article is Spling's announcement of its launch. In our case, the must-read article is Spling's announcement of its launch and recent Series A closing. Sorry, one second. In our case, the must-read article is Spling's announcement of its launch and recent Series A closing. There are 2 ways to share on Spling. The first, you simply copy and paste the link. As you can see, Spling then grabs a title, description, thumbnail, and genre for the post. Next, you select exactly whom you want to share it with. In my case, I want to share it privately with my Spling co-founders. After selecting the appropriate circle, you simply Spling it. Or, if you have a life outside your job, you can even share that raunchy video that you don't want your family seeing with a group of your best friends. Or maybe you found a cool recipe that you want to share with the entire Spling community and all of your other social networks in the single click of a button. Here, we'll use a browser extension. Without copying and pasting the link or leaving my current page, I can share this recipe with everyone in the single click of a button. Let's switch roles quickly. Now pretend you're not so much of a sharer, but a consumer. For example, imagine an electronic music junkie. Let's say you have 30 minutes to spend on a typical day searching for new online content related to electronic music. Not just songs, but videos, articles, or anything really. But where do you go in your 30 minutes to find cool stuff? You can go to Google and search electronic music, but you're left with over 92 million results. How about delicious? Here, you'll find over 17,000 links. Definitely more relevant, but there's no context. Just a bunch of links from random strangers who may or may not share similar interests with you. And still, you're left to navigate through all of the results yourself, taking time before you can even begin consuming the content. Or you can go to Spling, and in the single click of a button, you can see all of the music-related content that your friends are also seeing. You can access everything on the same page without ever leaving Spling. And because every link is coming from your friends, the people you trust and care about, there's a guaranteed quality of content. Subsequently, everything on Spling is interesting and everything on Spling is relevant. Life's too short to waste time searching for the good stuff. Spling lets you enjoy it. As far as our team, Spling abides by the 4-5-3 rule. Our 4 founders have sold more companies in their combined years of college experience. I was a computer engineer at Bucknell, but left after my freshman year to work on Spling full-time. I started my first company behind my parents' back when I was 12 years old, getting my friends' parents to invest. 4 days after the website launched, I was forced to sell, and subsequently gave each investor a 3x return on their investment. Matt Cordray, Spling's COO, spent more time in university biology labs as a high schooler than as a college student. After graduating from Lawrenceville, Matt was planning on attending Georgetown until he realized that Spling is much more fun than biology. Nick Myring, Spling's CFO, should have been a sophomore at Duke, but he realized his marketing skills could put to better use for Spling than fraternity parties. If you're wondering where the accent's coming from, that's Henry Clifford, Spling's CTO. I actually met Henry online 6 years ago, and we've worked on projects nonstop ever since. Henry was a rising sophomore at the Sheffield University in England until he came over to America for the first time this summer to join us locally. Apart from the 4 founders, we have 4 full-time engineers. Rod Morrison has work experience at MSN and Earthlink and was previously the CTO at Desktop TV and eCapitalist. Fortunately, Spling is backed by amazing investors. Tim and Andre are the managing partners at Deep Fork Capital. We also have support from numerous angel investors, including Mitch Blumenfeld, John Asen, and Gianni Martiri. We have the product, team, investors, and advisors, but why else will we be the ones to do it? Simply put, we can execute. We are resourceful, scrappy, and have an unmatched ability to simply get things done. Spling initially raised small seed funding from angel investors and from winning the Bucknell Venture Plan competition last winter. From there, we went on to launch our beta product in April, from which we raised our Series A round. Most recently, during DreamIt, Spling publicly launched on November 21st. Since launching on the 21st, we have experienced explosive growth. The first chart shows the number of Splings posted over each interval of time, the second, Splings viewed, and the third, circle posts. Unfortunately, our decks were due late last week, so I couldn't add our new data in here, but the curves are even more tremendous. Numbers don't lie. Our hockey stick-shaped growth charts prove our product and execution. Links empower the internet. Currently, 85% of link sharing occurs through copying and pasting. We have revolutionized the most ubiquitous aspect of sharing on the internet. Currently, we allow our users to share, discover, and experience the internet through links and URLs. But what if our users could also express themselves through the links they are sharing and discovering? What if influencers could share the links that they think are cool with their followers in a single click of a button? Please stay tuned for a few huge announcements in January. In the meantime, we'd love to walk you through our plans and roadmap for 2012. Please come talk to us so we can share our excitement and discuss ways in which we can work together. Oh yeah, wait, we just invited everybody in this room to a private circle on Spling. We've sprung our contact info in case you need to refer back to it in a few days. This time, you definitely will not lose that link. Remember, Spling it. Thank you very much.